I am happy to be back with all of you. We are back for one more live stream. I was with all of you earlier in the day when we were doing this New York Mets game. The New York Mets versus the St. Louis Cardinals. And look, you can see it. I'm sure all of you know it. The New York Mets could not get the W. They end up taking the loss. They lose the series. And look, it wasn't a good performance by this Mets offense. I mean, it wasn't even a good performance by Carlos Mendoza. Carlos Mendoza is struggling. I mean, opening day was amazing, but ever since opening day, the Mets pitching has been good, but their hitting has been really bad. And it's not just that the hitting was bad, it's also that the approaches that they're having are also really bad. So, look, the Mets lose the series. They lose to the game earlier, 2-1. And it was a frustrating game because there's a few things that I want to talk about. I want to go into. I'm gonna save Lindor and Mendoza mainly for last. But again, Mets lose 2-1. The offense was absolutely horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible offense. And I'm going to give you some numbers. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you the numbers so that you can be able to see. Look, I will also, after I speak at the ending, go over my overall reaction, general, because again, it's only the sixth game. So, look, Lindor, once again in the box score, 0 for 4. He got a walk, but once again, 0 for 4, batting 143. Juan Soto's been solid. He hasn't been perfect, he hasn't been great, but he's been solid. I mean, he's hitting 346. He got one hit. He was the only run for the Mets in this game, which was a solo home run. Bichette got himself a hit, 1 for 5. He's looking better because he's not striking out. This is another game where he doesn't strike out, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still tough. Polanco, 1 for 4 is okay. Jared Young again getting a pinch hit and then a at bat, which you know I like to believe in players, but I don't know why Mendoza's putting him in. Like, why? I don't know. But again, I get it. You have a certain limit of players, but you know, Jared Young, Robert Jr. was 1 for 4. He struck out one time. He also had a walk. He's still doing solid. Vientos had a big base hit, 1 for 2. Beatty pinch hit for Vientos at first, and then Beatty had 3 at bats, but he was hitless in a huge inning where he, with the bases loaded, hit a ground out to second that they went home. Simeon is looking really, really bad, and Simeon, I'm gonna go to Simeon after I finish the box score. Out and Alvarez, Simeon and Alvarez. I'm gonna go to the two of them after. So Alvarez, Simeon 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Alvarez 0 for 3, 1 strikeout. Tyrone Taylor got 2 at-bats, 0 for 2. And then Carson Bench came in and got 2 at-bats. He was also 0 for 2. This Mets team with runners in scoring position, 0 for 11. How many runners left on base? 11 runners left on base. They even had a pickoff. Lindor was picked off. Um, so look, there's a lot of things that I want to talk about, but let's finish off with the pitching. Peralta, great start by the Mets, 5 and 1/3 inning. I did not like that Mendoza took him out. I don't think that was the right decision, and you can even see in Peralta's face that he was really, really angry. And look, hey, we got people on TikTok, we got Michael, we got TP, Shout out to all of you. I'm just doing my recap of this Mets game because there was a lot of frustration with this Mets team earlier. A lot of frustration. A lot. And again, it's only the sixth game, but right now I'm just going over the box score. I'm going over, some thoughts coming. Gavin, shout out to Gavin for the follow. I appreciate you, Gavin, for following. So the pitching, Freddie Peralta, he gave up one run that was an inherited runner for Brazaban, which he gave up the run, but of course it was Peralta's with the runner on base. Peralta had a really good start. 5 and 1/3 innings, 3 hits only, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 Ks. I didn't like Mendoza took him out though. Brazaban, he got 2 outs. He gave up a hit, which was one of those hits was for the run. Brooks Raley's off to an amazing start. 1 inning, 12 pitches, 2 strikeouts. Weaver, another big inning, 1 inning, 1 K. Devin Williams, he gave up a walk to start off, and I was a little worried, but he came in. And even Tobias Meyer. Tobias Meyer came in and did a great job. A great, great job. I mean, a phenomenal job. Now, okay, we got Beans. They'll be fine. You know who also is hitting 180 with 0 RBIs? Otani. Yeah, Beans, I 100% agree with you. Like, I'm learning this. Shout out to Andrew. When you decide to do live streams, you gotta have stuff to talk about. And I don't want what I'm talking about to make it feel like I'm bashing the Mets, like I'm just killing them, like I hate them, or I'm just, not understanding. Trust me, I'm very, very understanding of how things are going. And I'm aware that it's baseball. You just gotta understand. Sometimes these are the things that happen. But my biggest frustrations are the mental error. Shout out to Joe, shout out to Mike. My biggest frustrations are the mental errors that I'm seeing from the Mets. And I'm going to go first with Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien is batting 100 on the season to start off. Through the first 6 games, he's batting 100. So 20 at bats, 2 hits. He has 1 double, and I'm guessing, yeah, the other hit's a single. He struck out 8 times, 2 RBIs. He has 3 walks. Look, Marcus Semien came up in, if I'm not mistaken, the bottom of the 10th inning. The bases were loaded, 2 outs. Marcus, you're hitting 100. The pitcher was throwing balls. You got a 2-0 count. Why are you swinging? Sincerely, why? Like, why? Joe, this team genuinely makes me stressed. Right? Lindor was awful today. Yeah, like, I'm not mad because the Mets lose. It's just how bad. It's not that you lose, it's how you lose. Joe, this team genuinely makes me stressed out bad, bro. I feel you. Lindor sucks defensively and just isn't aware at all. Not sucks defensively, but declining. Like, I get you and I see it. Like, I'm going to get to him in a few. If you want to see more of what I'm going to say about him, you're going to stick around. But Marcus Semien, bases loaded in the bottom of the 10th. 2-0 count. Why are you swinging the bat? You're hitting 100. You're garbage at the moment. I'm not saying you're a garbage player. Your defense has been great for the Mets. Why are you swinging 4-2-0? Was the pitch going to be a strike? It was. But damn it, you're facing a pitcher that's throwing a lot of balls. And a bases loaded walk helps the team. So, Semien, I'm going to call you out. That's a type of selfishness there. Boy, we got comebacks back here. Joe, and I believe in Alvarez so much, but every time he's at the plate, he's trying to swing for the fences. Exactly. Beans should absolutely be at 4-2 at least, had to sweep the Pirates. And come back, I told you we would win. Look, the Cardinals won on some absolute garbage. That bloop hit, they were about to blow it themselves. We got Iskar Arepa's power. The Cardinals won on some absolute garbage. I'm sorry. That hit was just little bloop garbage hit that it should have been caught. We got Eagles, Phillies fans. Oh my gosh. X. Mets are gonna win tomorrow. It's called greeting from Bolivian Republic of Arepas, World Baseball Champions, bro. Hey, congratulations to Venezuela. I was really rooting for USA. They just couldn't pull it off. But look, I gotta stay on target. X Mets win tomorrow. I'm saying so. Go Phils. Phils. Let me not even talk about the Phillies. Joe at X. No. If Lindor doesn't get picked off, it's 2-1. We win, bro. Exactly. We play the Tigers tomorrow. The Cardinals do. And tomorrow, bro, nobody in bullpen is available except who? Guess who? Joe, your favorite Met, Richard Lovelady. Richard Lovelady. Look, all right, I don't want to lose focus, but Simeon, 2-0 count, bases loaded, you swinging 2-0. Why? Alvarez, oh my gosh, you keep swinging for the fences. Pitchers know they're not going to throw you fastballs. They just keep throwing you breaking pitches. We got Brian in here. Shout out Showtime DLC. What's up? What's going on? We got Joe that just followed. I appreciate you. Alvarez, you keep swinging for the fences. You're getting me angry. Coach of the year right here. I appreciate you. Comeback. Beans have to feel good about the pitching. Senga touching that. Hey, Beans. Senga was touching 99. The pitching, I'm not worried. Showtime DLC, Coach of the Year, I appreciate you. Joe Rican, oye, mi familia es de Puerto Rico. Yo puedo hablar un poquito de español, mas yo estoy practicando. So, yo tengo que hablar español. Conditioning goes crazy with Coach Sam. All of you know I left earlier my live stream because I was going to coach, and this is one of our players here. So, shout out to Showtime DLC. Um, I don't know who makes these lineups, but they need to stop with the analytics. Exactly. Like Joe, I'm gonna make a bold prediction. The Mets need me in the dugout. All jokes aside, the Mets need me in the dugout. Okay, look, not to lose focus. Alvarez, Mutts. We got Knockington, the Mutts. Ah man, the trolling so early. Um Alvarez, you swing at a hot garbage pitch in the first extra inning, weekly back to the pitcher. Hot garbage, man. Minus the first game of the season, you have been hot garbage. Showtime, they do. Yeah, Robert Jr. is off to a great start. And again, look, um, I'm doing this. I'm not panicking, but I'm streaming and I have to speak what I see. Okay, so Alvarez. Then you trade places. You're at second base, and Alvarez decides on a wild pitch. Lindor's going. Alvarez decides to not go to third base. So Simeon and Alvarez, you guys need to do better. Alvarez, two challenges early in the game. Hot garbage challenges. Garbage. Garbage. Far too early for y'all to panic now. If we smoke y'all in the early season, Subway Series, then you panic. So, Knockington, I'm guessing you're a Yankee fan. Knockington, you know the crazy thing? And by the way, folks, I can't yell right now. It's already midnight. It's 12:06 midnight. I can't yell right now. I gotta have courtesy for the family, my family. Um, Knockington, I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York, but I'm a Mets fan. Like, I don't know how that happened, man. Um, I don't get what Mendoza in the front office seeing Lovelady. Look, the only thing I could say about Richard Lovelady, Mendoza's traumatized because last year he killed his bullpen. He had no pitching, so he had no choice but to, do something. And Richard Lovelady's just there to eat up innings, unfortunately. That's what I'm seeing. Knocking. I try not to panic and stress out, but then I remember how our offense is and it pisses me off. Joe, you have the right to be like that. But look, I'm gonna bring some peace of mind. Serious. JP Drinks had the over today and got boop. I can't curse. We gotta keep it clean here. F minus for the Mets coaching. Can't even be mad as long as you love the game. Knockington, I'm a huge fan of the game. Like I left earlier. I'm playing currently on a baseball team, a men's league, and I'm coaching. So I'm a huge fan and like it's been a privilege. So Knockington, shout out to you for following the page. I don't even think it's Mendoza making these lineups. Like I don't know. I don't know neither. But okay, so Alvarez, two challenges in the game, hot garbage. I mean, those challenges were damn, son. Nikki, we clearly have the talent, but thoughts on changing up where everyone plays in this lineup. I'm gonna have to keep the lineup the same, but this is what I want from Mendoza. Throw a lineup out there and leave the lineup for 5 games straight. Leave Lindor, even though he's sucking. Maybe he needs to get off day though, just to say. But if no off days, Lindor, Soto, Bichette, Polanco, Robert Jr. Sixth, keep Beatty there. Keep Beatty there. Instead of seventh, no, you gotta keep Marcus Simeon seventh because Alvarez needs to be ninth. Or I would maybe put Benj ninth. But I'm keeping the lineup the same way. And this is what happens when you lose Pete Alonso. But those challenges were garbage. Joe, it Stearns with these analytic lineups. Don't even talk to me. Coach Sammy is an insane catcher and contact hitter for a man's league. I can't even lie. Showtime, DLC, I appreciate you. JP Drinks got to give them time. They only have had 6 games with ABS. They will be better by August. Yeah, like I know that the Mets are gonna be better. Like I'm confident in that. I'm very confident. Literally, we're coming off of a collapse. The Mets collapsed in 2025. So this is just a little bit of a carryover. Like I know it, but I do believe sincerely it's gonna get better. But okay, so I spoke about the offense. I spoke about runners in scoring position. Marcus Simeon and Alvarez, you guys need to wake up. For me, this is Alvarez's last chance. If he doesn't wake up this year, if I'm the Mets, you gotta go another route. Because for me, his defense was even bad today. And you can't keep going down this line with him. Okay, so all right. Now, Carlos Mendoza. Look, I support the fact that to you have to manage the bullpen. So the way he's managed the bullpen, listen, I'm not mad at that. So the way Mendoza's managing the bullpen, I have no criticism, folks. Serious, no criticism. I can't. When the first game you gave up 7 runs, but when you give up, let me give to you the facts real fast. When you're the Mets and you give up today 2 runs, yesterday 3 runs, the day before 2 runs, the game against the Pirates, what 3 runs, 4 runs, 2 runs, 1 run. When you're giving up that, how can I be mad at that? It's the offense. Now you put Jared Young in the first game, okay, but why is he almost playing every day? You took Benj out of the lineup to give Tyrone Taylor a start. Tyrone Taylor has had some pretty clutch moments for the Mets too. Why are you taking him out for Benj with a clutch moment? I don't understand that. Um, yeah, I gotta keep up with the comments. Staff needs to teach them when to use ABS in leverage situation and not to waste them. 100%. We have another good catcher in the minors who looks good. That catcher is Prada or Prado, I think, or is somebody else. If Lindor didn't get picked up, we win 100%. Percy, y'all enjoying Soto? Are you a Yankees fan, Percy? How does it feel that Soto left the Yankees? Because I made a comment earlier. Judge and Soto, I'm sorry, that was electric. I loved seeing that. And I'm a Mets fan. I'm not a Yankee fan. But I'm enjoying Soto. Percy, what about you? You a Yankee fan? How is bro still talking about this game? Camden, if you hear, it's because you still deep down want to talk about the game too. Let's just be honest. Or maybe Camden, you just don't love the game of baseball. That's possible. The bullpen isn't the problem. It's the lineup. Vibe with Lou, 100%. At Percy, yes. It's Richard Lovelady. It's both. Lost the series to the Cardinals. Mike Wise. It happens. I mean, what can we say? Love Lady gotta go. Look, folks, like the Love Lady slander gotta stop. Like Love Lady's not been that bad. He hasn't. Vibe with Lou. He's definitely horrible, but allowing 2 runs isn't that bad. It's not. Love Lady's not that bad. Dr. Brenner, another year with a $500 billion roster. Mets are not a playoff team. That's false, Doctor. Doctor, the Mets are gonna make it. Prada, I think. Prada needs to come up. Lindor, Beatty, Bichette can't be dropped in the order. Their confidence will be lost. No, for sure. For me, leave the lineup alone. But stop making all these changes. Leave them in. Camden, sorry, no hate, but the game was like 10 hours ago. Cardinals are gonna win the World Series this season. Look, Camden, I love the enthusiasm. That's all I'm gonna say. And Camden, look, this channel is a safe place for everybody. You can come in and speak your mind. Like, I'm gonna respect what people say. My camera keeps losing focus. I'm gonna respect what people say. That's just gonna be tough for the Cardinals to win the World Series. But I mean, respect. The Cardinals won the series, Mike. Nicky Toe, same. Boop. Different season. Offense doesn't exist. Look, uh, it's true. Offense doesn't exist. Did Vientos play today? If so, did he get on base? He got one hit today, but then he got pinch hit. Is this stadium behind you AI? Should I answer that question or should I just leave it? Nikki Toe following. I appreciate you. I don't know. Maybe I'm in Cardinal Stadium right now, even though it's showing daytime. Joe, and if there's time for us to take the division, it's now, bro. Phillies pitching seems mid. Braves are injured. Phillies are running it back with the same old team. Hey, I feel you. I 100% feel you. We got MB Sports Edit. Mets pitching being the highlight of the team is not what I thought. I agree. The pitching, though, is great. It's the offense. Now, look, Mendoza, you got to be better. Choose a lineup. Like, I understand it's the beginning, but choose a lineup. Bro, I know it's Bush Stadium, but it looks like it is AI generated version of it because there's things off. It's AI, bro. It's AI. You can be sure about that. I don't have a producer that can get me a bunch of stuff, so I have to work. I have to get help where I can get it. So this is AI in the background, but I think it looks pretty good though. Um, Garrett Hanny at 6'9" followed 6'9". I appreciate you. Mets, Garrett Hanny, Mets don't impress me at all. Benz, I can't wait for Bo to break out and be him, a guy who's led the league in doubles multiple times. He's gonna wake up. He's already having better at bats because he's getting hits. Now, okay, I'm gonna go for a few more points. Look, and I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York. My family's from Puerto Rico, but I'm currently in Canada. I'm in Toronto. So I know Toronto fans are salty that he left, but I mean it is what it is. But look, hey, shout out to all of you. No, it does for real. I wasn't bashing you on. By the way, I was genuinely curious, bro. The Juan Soto today was crazy. Nah, for sure, 6'9". I didn't take it in any negative way. I know you wasn't bashing at all. I knew that you were just like legit axing, for sure. But I was just messing around, honestly speaking. I know you was messing around, but I was also messing around. But what I was gonna say, we got a Bronx Tail 99 shout out. That's where I'm from. I'm from the Bronx, so represent. Um, but yeah, like I don't have a producer. Everything I do, it's being done by me, and I can't do everything by myself, so I need help in the ways that I can get. Um, I think the Mets lineup is something that could turn around for sure. The Brewers fan, hey, MB, shout out to you. The Brewers, look, they never get superstar players, to be honest. But if they could just get one or two superstar players, they're a World Series contender every year because the way that they put teams together is amazing. Um, we got, hold on. Juan Soto's home run was definitely crazy. A Bronx Tail 99 jerk offs like always. Maybe they should spend more money and try to win. Look, a Bronx Tail, you're from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Can I be honest? I don't give a damn about the payroll. Like, for me, the Mets or a team spending a lot, doesn't matter. For me, Bronx Tale, you should know this, and I could, or better, I believe we can agree on this. I just want to see heart from my team. The payroll, when a payroll's high and you act like a diva, the team, I'm like, if the Mets could just have some heart, I'm good. Right now, I'm just not seeing heart. Last year there was no heart, so I'm trying to see. Phillies own the Mets, Joey, not in the playoffs, not in the 2024 playoffs. Also, genuinely a question: why can't you just put a picture of Bush behind you? Do you not have the rights? I don't know, but what's my idea? 6 9. I want to show the view from the broadcast booth like I'm actually there. I can put Bush Stadium, but I want it to appear, of course, I'm facing the opposite way, but I want it to be like I'm there in the booth of Bush Stadium. So that's the idea. Jake Garcia, Lindor was a joke today, 100%. And I'm going to get to Lindor. Mendoza, wake up. You're coaching for your job, Mendoza. You got to be better, and you can. But I don't know what it is with these decisions. Like having optimism in your players, I believe in it. But that doesn't change the fact that you got your guys. Win with your best, lose with your best. There's a time for everything. Bro, there's teams that they don't ever get any type of playing time. Like there are leagues where a player does not get no playing time. Why in the professionals you have players that they're not even necessarily earning it, you know? MB, I appreciate you. We are a team that has a good structure. Our coaching show staff has shown it to lead 100%. And y'all weren't supposed to get swept by the Dodgers last year. I'm sorry to remind you of that. But yo, I like the Brewers what they stand for. Like y'all have a low payroll and yet y'all are a consistent winner. That's impressive. Y'all won 100 games last year if I'm not mistaken. 6 9. Oh, I see. That's super smart. If you want, you could probably go on Google and search up the booth view from the stadium you want. I'm gonna definitely take a look at that. Again, like not having a producer, I'm telling you, doing all the live streams, it is tough. I live streamed earlier today and I live streamed literally for like 3 to 4 hours, and then I got off immediately because I'm a baseball coach. I had to go straight to my team and coach. And then from baseball coaching, I'm back here. Sometimes you don't have time to prepare things and you just got to get the help that you can. But A Sant 25 followed on TikTok. I appreciate you. Leo joined. Vic Vic is on TikTok. Jake, Leo's here. Jay Garcia. Mets sold my 5, man. Leo, the Mets is wildin'. I'm sick. I feel you, Leo. Look, okay. This is what I want to finish with. I finished with Mendoza. We got A Sant. Oh, I think I know. Is that Anthony from the Bronx, or is that from South Bronx? Might be a dumb question, but what MLB teams do you support? 6 9. I'm 100% a Mets fan. Like that's my die-hard team, in the good and the bad. Throughout my whole life, it's been like 90% bad, 85% bad, and maybe 10-15% good. Mets Vic, Mets 3-3. Vic, what team you rooting for? Jake was at the game. Win bloop was ridiculous. Bro, I saw the highlights, Jake. That was hot garbage. How you win on that, man? The Cardinals were trying to give the Mets the game. Yeah, bro, what's up? Hey, bro, what's going on? Bro, it's a small world. I'm shocked to see you finding me on here. I'm shocked. Bro, I wish I had some more footage or any footage from South Bronx High School. The Phoenix, the days that we played, man. I wish I could go back to that. Aaron and Lindor are bad. Aaron who? Which Aaron? Marlins fan, Vic. Hey, y'all 5-1 right now, and y'all ruined my Mets season last year. So I got nothing to say. Aaron Judge. Nah, Aaron Judge is struggling right now. He's just not clutch. But Aaron Judge, he's great. We got football. The offense was atrocious. It was. And look, all right, I'm gonna go at Lindor right now. Let me talk a little bit about Lindor. Give me I'm a Cards fan. I think this game was about pitching, man. Libby had a no hitter through 5. He not hitting the yeah. You guys are making good points. Boogeyman, do you miss Petey? Man, Judge is still Judge. Come on, Judge is just not clutch. He's just amazing regular season player. I just want to see him be clutch. He made me mad in the World Baseball Classic. Of course, Boogeyman, I miss Pete. I was saying the Mets need to bring Pete back. They need to bring him back. However, I was not happy with his defense. He could not toss. He could not toss, you know? Cards have been bad for a minute. I like our young team though. I think the rebuild is going well. Lindor 0 for 4, Aaron 0 for 4. Go get Matt. We got Matt in the building. Go get some sleep, gang. You've been doing this way too long. I feel you. I'm about to be off in another 10 minutes or so, maybe less. The other day, Aaron went 0 for 5. Yeah, Aaron's off to a bad start. But the Yankees are winning with that though. So that's impressive. When some of these players mature and they get the experience, we will be solid. Hey, the Cardinals, I think the Cardinals can make the playoff this year as a wild card. I love him here in Baltimore. Best wishes, bro. You in Baltimore, Boogeyman? Man, shout out to you, man. The Mets needed to bring Pete back, but for me, as a DH or a part-time first baseman, I'm talking about close games, sixth, seventh, eighth inning, you take him out. But David Stearns didn't want him back, and okay, gotta move on. I'm a Marlins fan, and even I said the Mets should bring Pete back. They should have brought him back. The new Japanese guy in White Sox is not bad. He's doing really good. Brewers 100 wins this season. I think they could. Realistically, who's in the playoff field in the NL this year? Okay, I'm gonna get to that, but I think the Mets could too. I think that right now the timely hitting hasn't been there. It hasn't. Uncle, it was 12 hours ago. Let's move on. Uncle, not 100%. But look, guys, I want you guys to understand. Like, I was live streaming earlier. I couldn't finish the live stream. I left right after the bottom of the 10th or top of the 11th to go. I'm a baseball coach. I went straight to coach. And then when I came back home, I came back here just to give my reaction. I'm over it, but I like to talk because this is a passion of mine. It's just keeping it a buck. Matt, never good to lose sleep over the Mets, even though it's an every night occurrence. Love from a Mets fan. Matt, shout out to you. What we play 162 games. Some stinkers will happen. 100%. Carlos Martinez, my wife got me a Soto jersey, so now they're gonna start winning. And Otani's not doing good. Look, all right, this is the last thing. Lindor's gotta wake up. I was very disappointed with Lindor today. I mean, it happens, but Lindor's not hitting well. Lindor got on base and was picked off. Literally, I would show you the clip, but I'm not going to be able to show it now. He was like tightening up his, what you call it, the sliding mitt. Look, the pitcher was looking right at him and he's taking a lead. Off balance and everything, and the pitcher just throws it, got him out. I'm like, what the hell's going on with him? And then that ground ball double play where he made Freddie Peralta throw easily 6, 7 more pitches in the same inning. I'm like, yo. And he looked out of place today. He messed up on the field too with losing out. 100%. Today's only it's already been a couple of games already. He's not in 100%. Let me see here to finish. I got so pissed after the loss today, Justin. 100%. Me too. He doesn't like Soto. That's unfortunate. You know, we're talking about grown men. How many more pitches in the same meeting? What do you mean, how many more pitches in the same meeting? Who's making the playoffs? No lie this year. Watch them leave it all to Soto again. How many pitches in the inning? He threw close to 20, I think 20 pitches, but he was about to get out of it with 13 or 14. He ended up throwing 20. Man, it's funny when people troll the Mets. 2 straight games our pitchers did good and our hitters produced no offense. That's it, folks. This is the Mets. Realistically, who's in the playoff field this year? Mets, me, because I got to keep it clean. No cursing out from me. Guys, I'm talking lower right now because of the time. It's already past midnight. But look, folks, look, I want to give you all this last shout out for the Mets. The playoff field, look, stick with me. I want to do it now, but unfortunately, I am going to be finishing the live stream right now. These last 2 things, look, It's baseball, folks. It's baseball. The Blue Jays swept the Athletics, and the Blue Jays today just lost 2 out of 3 to the Rockies. The American League champions swept the Athletics and lost 2 out of 3 to the Rockies at home. It's baseball, folks. It's baseball. It's just what it is. The Marlins won 10-0. Let's see who else. Let me give a quick look. Just because it's baseball. This is just the nature of baseball. Not every team's gonna win every game. Excuse me. The Red Sox, after winning one game, they are now they on a 5 game losing streak. The Tigers, if I'm not mistaken, the Tigers started off 2-0. Now they're 0-4 in their last games. The Giants, they lost today. The Dodgers swept 3 from who was it, the Diamondbacks, but now they lost the series to the Guardians. Folks, it's baseball. It's baseball. I don't I'm here to react because I'm doing this as something that I'm trying to build for my page. I'm really trying to build a community where we can come together and talk baseball. Very soon, I'm going to be doing giveaways. I'm going to have sponsors on the channel. I'm going to have a lot of things. I want to give away meta glasses, like just for you all to have an idea on the channel. But of course, you need a budget. I don't have a budget for that now. Working towards these things. So I'm putting myself here because I really want to build something here. I want to have more things going. But I'm not panicked. I'm not worried. I'm not one of those Met fans that's booing Bo Bichette already. Let me see some more comments. Blue Jays went to the World Series, buddy. Of course they went to the World Series, but they still lost to the Rockies. It's baseball. It's baseball. Let me see here to finish. Mets haven't done boop. Yankees fan here. I still love Soto. I don't care. I don't hate the Mets at all. Hope you guys figure it out. The Mets are gonna be fine. And Luca, I ain't gonna lie. Soto and Judge, I love seeing that in the lineup. All jokes aside, and I'm a Mets fan. The black jersey looks the best. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside. Marlins predictable. Nah, when they get paid so much and can't hit, that's crazy. If we play like this against the Cardinals, I'm scared to see what's gonna happen against San Francisco. We're gonna take 3 out of 1. We're gonna take 3 out of 4 for San Francisco. Do you go to Mets games? Look, I haven't been to a Mets game since I believe 2024 or 2025. No, 2024 or no 2023 if I'm not mistaken. I've been going to my most recent Mets game was when they came to Toronto in 2024. So yeah, I went to the game in 2023. Aaron getting paid so much and only has 3 hits so far. Danny, we suck. 2 outs of the hits, 2 outs of the hits were home run. Yeah, that's crazy. Look, folks, but it is baseball. Me either. Never in my life, but this summer I will. Yeah, I went to Citi Field only one time, and I've gone to Blue Jay. Last year I went to 3 or 4 Blue Jay games, and Tigers lost with Scuba starting today. It's baseball, folks. When we do the next live stream, which tomorrow I'm gonna be back streaming the Giants versus the Mets at 9:45 Eastern time. So it's gonna be a late one, but we're gonna be back for that. And look, it's baseball. Chill. And why I say chill, we got 156 games to go. So look, everybody that joins on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, we are live. I would like to motivate all of you. If you can go on my YouTube, it's on my bio. Freddie Freeman is the GOAT. Freddie Freeman is a monster. I like Freddie Freeman a lot as a player. If you can go on my TikTok, my bio, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, the better that my page goes, the more that I grow, the more that I'm going to be able to give back. Because you see it there. The live stream is better with you. So I motivate you to subscribe. Bro, cash me in the bottom of the ninth. I know you're hype, Manya. You are hype because it looked like it wasn't going to work out and he got you. But look, like, share, subscribe. I'm on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube. The live is better with you. And look, I cannot thank all of you so much for being here with me. And look, Mets fans, chill out, relax. And it's the same thing for life. Maybe in life you're going through something, but you keep overreacting. Relax. Be patient. Trust. Believe in yourself. And you are gonna overcome. Look, shout out to all of you on all of the platforms that we're on. We're gonna be back tomorrow for one more live stream of the New York Mets versus the San Francisco Giants. I appreciate all of you from Comebanks, Fork, from everybody that's on TikTok, from 6ix9ine, from Anthony, Danny, every single person. I can't NB, everybody. Shout out to you. Fork, you're gonna be the last person I'm gonna respond to now, or the second to last. Do you like the Cardinals? Look, I'm a Mets fan, but I don't have hate towards the Cardinals. The only time I want the Cardinals to lose is if it involved the Mets. I want the Mets to win, you know. But no hate against the Cardinals. Only time I didn't like the Cardinals was in 2006 when they beat the Mets in the NLCS. Anthony, good night. Good to see you doing commentary. Keep doing your thing. I appreciate you, bro. Have a good one. Shout out to everybody. So like, share, subscribe. I will be back doing more live streams. And look, I thank all of you for the support. Greater things are gonna come, and let's move forward. Have a good one, everybody. In case you missed it, the Mets lose, they lose the series, but better things are gonna come.